Hello, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Very excited to have Sheyla and Jason on the channel today. They built out a custom DIY school bus camper conversion that they live and work in full time.
Hello, I'm Sheyla.
And I'm Jason.
And this is our mini shore school bus. It's a 2005 Chevy Express. You can see here we have a really heavy duty lock. This is just one solid door. This is the same door in the school bus. We plated both sides and just kind of like screw it into place. And we have this DIY ultra curtains. It's got reflectors inside. The inside, it's kind of like a heavy duty latch also from the inside when we're in there. But obviously when we're out and about, we lock both sides, the inside and the outside.
And also on the outside, we upgraded our tires. We have some hybrid tires that are good for highway use, but also some light off-road use. We also added storage boxes to the chassis, which gives us plenty of storage. You know, in the box right here, you can see we have a generator, a gas tank, you know, any other kind of fluids that we would need for the car. And also in the front box here is just all various tools that you need while you're, you know, going throughout the, you know, your trip, and you like might have to fix something. This was originally a 5-window school bus with an accessibility door for a handicap lift. We actually took out windows and added in our own RV windows that provide for better insulation. And they're also emergency doors where they open up fully and you can actually come in and out of them if, you know, if this bus ever were to roll over. We also ended up painting the bus black just with standard Rust-Oleum for now, only just to keep everything you know, from rusting. We're like, once we have more you know, time, we're gonna actually have the bus fully painted. We are currently working in this thing full time now, so we just have to get some scheduling issues worked out. Here is our new bumper that we just added on. And so basically this extends out 4 feet. It's bolted directly to the chassis of the bus. It extends out 48 inches. Our plan was to be able to sit on this while we're, you know, stationed somewhere, but then also we want to purchase a motorcycle and then travel with it. If you look down here, here's our compartment that we made that stores 2 20-pound propane tanks, and we can exchange them from pretty much anywhere.
Over here we have our tankless Fogatti water heater, outdoor shower, hot and cold also. And over here we have the connection for the fresh water, which fills up 50 gallons inside. We have the tank water inside the bus. And over here we have the gray water tank, but it's underneath. It's attached to the body of the bus. Up here we have 1200 watt solar, 13500 BTU AC unit, which has also heat. And we have cameras all around for security and also to be able to park and back up.
When we first got this Chevy Express, the lights were dim, you know, the left side was brighter than the right side, so it ended up upgrading to LEDs, and ever since then driving has been much easier at night.
So before we show you inside, let me show you one of the best features for this bus, and this is why we got this bus specifically with the handicap lift, because it has the side door that opens up all the way to the other side here, and it has the little latch, and it's got a mosquito net that just ripped but it will fit. You can actually hang out and get to see the beautiful view, whatever you have going on outside, so it's pretty nice, especially in such a small place. You want to keep it open. Another thing I want to show you was this 30 amp shore power. So if we ever need to connect somewhere at a campground or at a house somewhere, we can just plug in. And now this is the inside. Coming in. This is the front of the bus. This is a swivel seat that we just got. It goes all the way around. So I can sit next to Jason, my husband here, and ride together and talk, or if he's being annoying, I can just turn around the swivel, just tap this, turn around, and turn around. The floors here is vinyl flooring. We have 2 extra seats. We actually took my mother and her friend to Niagara Falls, so that was pretty cool. Over here we have some nooks, some little decoration. We wanted to keep it kind of cozy, like a home, not so much like a school bus. We have this blackout curtain. It's just temporary. Eventually we're going to secure something better along the ceiling, but for now this will do. For the shower bathroom here, it's kind of like a wet bath, but you can remove the compost toilet out. We have the little teak mat there, little trash, and kind of like one of those cruise ships soap dispensers. Here we have some oh, we gotta be careful because we just drove. We keep our toiletries, extra stuff bags, garbage bags, things like that here. Over here is our electrical panel, and we don't really use it much unless a fuse opens, so it's easy to remove these things, connect any fuses or anything like that.
So if you can see this vent right here, it's actually blowing out the hot air inside of this cabinet here. And what's contained in this cabinet here, if you can move over here a little bit, you can actually see inside this is our full electrical stack here. Now this system here was, you know, took a lot of thought and process to, you know, put this together. A friend of ours, Victor, you know, was a lot of help in this, and he helped lay this out and helped make sure we didn't electrocute ourselves. Basically, this is a Victron Multi-Plus 3000 inverter, which from the shore power outside that you saw, it allows you to have 30 amps coming in from outside, inside here. We also have it connected to our 1200 watts of solar that Sheyla mentioned before. All of those things charge the battery here. All these 5 batteries, which are down below here, if you can see here. This is the mega fuse here that supplies the main energy coming in from the, you know, from the batteries to the Multi-Plus. These are our 500 amp hour battle-borne batteries that are all working in unison. We also even have a DC to DC charger when we're, you know, driving the car with the alternator. So we have 3 ways to charge, and we're almost always charged up unless it's the, you know, 90 degrees outside and we need the AC on constantly. Right now we have 86.6%, and we're getting about 70 watts of solar currently, and it's a cloudy day right now, so that's enough to, looks like it, you know, to run our refrigerator. Above our electrical closet, we store all of our gauges here. Here's our battery monitor. This switch, I'll show you what it does later. This is our water tanks right now. So right here on the left hand side is our freshwater tank level. On the right hand side is the gray water, which, you know, any shower or sink water is collected into it. And this switch down here below will actually release the gray water when we're ready to release it. And over here is our little electrical utility closet here. This is actually where all the wires are fed to feed our main power sources. So we have 12 volt power and also 120 volt power is coming into this electrical box here and then feeding all of the circuits.
Over here we have our closet. This is everything we own right now. Plus underneath, this is closet space too, or dresser space underneath, so one for each side. So that's, as far as clothes, that's all we have. Then over here we have a printer. We both work remotely. Sometimes I need to scan and print stuff for my work, so this is very handy. We have a, I guess I consider this a full-size refrigerator for a bus, but this is a 12V refrigerator. It has a freezer too, so we can have ice cream and stuff. If you look up here, this is the AC heat unit I mentioned earlier outside. And on this side we have a full stove. It's a 3-burner stove from RecPro. It has an oven too. We have we use the oven. I made a few empanadas before, so it's good. The backsplash, we used regular sheet metal, diamond plate. These switches over here, these are all for our hot water, our pump water, hot water heater. This is for the propane connection, and this one up here is for the stove.
Wait, no, don't press that one.
No?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god, you scare me. This microwave is also amazing. It's a microwave and it's also a convection oven, so that's pretty cool. Over here we have our pantry, and we don't really have a lot, just enough for 2. Here's our sink. We use this little cubby to put away anything that's loose. We have I love this. My friend Vic installed this for me. This is amazing. Thank you, Vic. Alright. And you can have like a little drying rack here for your dishes. Over here we have well, it's our cleaning supplies and laundry. We still have to figure out how to manage all of it. Little nets supposedly for fruit and stuff, but we put our gadgets and all our phones and stuff in it. For the windows, we have about 4 exit windows. The way we like these windows because they open all the way out, and they, in case of an emergency, you just pop the screen open and you're out.
So right here is our seating area. I'm actually sitting above a 50-gallon fresh water tank that you know, stays inside the bus to keep it at room temperature. You know, we don't have to worry about freezing or anything like that. And right now we're actually without a table, but we're in need of one very badly. So whenever we're working, I'm usually right here with my laptop, and she's usually over there with another like add-on table that we have.
Well, we have a little sit down area where I can just sit over there and use the countertop for my office space if I need to, or I can go in the front to the swivel seat and put a little table and just work there.
So you might be wondering, you know, where do we sleep? There's this magic button I told you about before. So when we're ready to sleep, at the end of the night, I just go like this. So this bed lift is powered by 4 independent actuators that are all working together as one, using an on-off-on switch. This switch is giving equal power to all 4 actuators at the same time without having to use any kind of extra controller unit or anything like that. So what keeps the bed stabilized is actually 4 unistruts that are installed to the wall, and there's actually a dolly attached to the bed, and the dolly travels up the unistruts, and that keeps the bed sturdy and in place at all times, whether it's up or down, or while driving.
This bus was, it took about 7 months, I guess, from the moment we bought it. We bought it in November of last year, and we started living in it full-time in June. So it's been about 5 months living full-time in it. We decided to buy the bus and just change the lifestyle. I mean, we were pretty much burned out with work and the 9 to 5 and all of that. And, you know, just different things happened along the way that made us just decide to live a better life, you know, than just being, you know, the 9 to 5, the rat race. We do want to thank a lot of our friends who helped us along the way. That's very important to us. Our families, they helped us. You know, my friend Vic, I can thank him enough. He was really, if it wasn't for him, I don't think we'll be here right now, to be honest with you. Like, he was really helping us along the way. He left a lot of things on hold for his life on hold to help us. So that says a lot, you know, to have good friends like that.
The electrical systems and the plumbing systems.
The plumbing system, you know.
His knowledge on that was like,
yeah. We decided to sell everything. A little percentage of minimalism, right? Because we still have other things. We sacrificed a lot, I guess, you know, but to me, it's really worth it. Every day is an adventure. Meet people along the way, and people who are strangers are your friends now, right? And so I'm very grateful for that, the people that we met along the way too. We went with a bus because we started doing the comparisons between our RVs and the vans and everything. We almost got a van, a Sprinter van, and when we got in it, we really thought it was going to be too small for 2 people in it. And we both work full time, so we spend a lot of time in a bus, so we need a little more space than just a van. Then an RV, we thought it was pretty flimsy. The stuff, you know, that they make it out of is very, they break easily and all that. So all of this stuff is really, Jay did this, the carpentry, everything is heavy duty. This is like a solid piece. Like, we saw a lot of crashes and accidents of RVs next to a school bus. So it was like an accordion, an RV, when they get into an accident, right? Versus a bus. This is meant to protect children, right? So it's like a tank. A brand new Sprinter van was gonna cost us $57,000 with nothing in it, just the cargo empty shell. Our budget was really about $35,000. When we've decided on a school bus, I contacted someone who works with school bus in Middlesex, VanCon. They make school bus, and they connected me with someone here in Point Pleasant, Briggs Transportation. And they told us they were selling this 2005 we got it for, I think it was $3,200. And I think we put in about $35,000 to $40,000 in it. Everything, all the appliances here are from RecPro, and the rest is really Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, a lot of Amazon stuff we got. We're
like 95% finished with the build. I feel like we're ready to leave, you know, New Jersey and start checking out and start visiting the country. And then once we kind of like, you know that it can, you know, last the country, maybe we can, you know, go to other places and, you know, past, you know, Mexico and other places to see, you know, yeah, eventually Argentina. But also along the way, if we're traveling and we see somewhere that we love, you know, or like, you know, I think we both would like to have like a, you know, a cabin / you know, home, you know, small home.
And the good thing about this is everything that we used here, including the solar, the batteries, this can be transferred to a small home, like a tiny home, you know, and on the lake somewhere, or a small cabin, an A-frame. So he thought of that. Like, this is not just, this is an investment, really. You can try, when you're done with this, you know, traveling, we can transfer everything into a tiny home when we want to build something.
It's 2005, you know, vehicle. We understand it can't last forever. So maybe one day we'll have to just, transfer some stuff out into something either new, or maybe it's just like a permanent home somewhere. But like, we would love to have something like it's like, tucked away somewhere that's like, our little getaway that we can make.
And that's good, that's smart, because the bulk of a build in an RV is typically systems, air conditioning. You have, that's expensive item. You have a 3-burner cooktop with oven, that's expensive. A refrigerator over here, the battery system, inverter, the DC to DC charger, the compost toilet. So you can take these things out and reuse them. So it is an investment in that part of it. And if you wanted to build another school bus, you could definitely use that stuff over too. Now, I'm going to make sure that I link to your socials so the viewers can follow along on your journeys. I'm sure they'll be excited to. And I wanted to thank you for sharing your home and workspace with our viewers.
Thank you, Patrick, for having us. If you guys want to follow us in our journey, our Instagram and our TikTok name is Bus Life Journey. You can follow. We haven't posted much, but we would like to share from beginning to end of our build. And that's going to be coming up soon. So hopefully you follow us. Thank you.
This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. We'll see you soon.